Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. It's me, Lesley Oman from Happy Doodle. Happy Friday. I hope you can all see me and hear me. Amanda's here. Hey, friends. Let me know that you can hear me and see me because it's always good to do an audio and visual check before we get the crafting in. Been there, done that. So for those of you who are watching me over on the Happy Doodle YouTube channel, hello, hello. I'm going to be doing regular Friday night streams called Come Craft With Me. I've been doing these for years over on my personal channel, which is Hungry Happy Crafts or Lesley Oman on YouTube. And yeah, so if you're watching over there, come on over to Happy Doodle. We're doing a transition at the moment because I'm going from my old channel over to new. So you want to make sure that you come on over to Happy Doodle because in the future we're only going to be here. We're still in transition at the moment. So make sure that you subscribe and also wherever it is, hit the bell so that you are notified whenever we go live. It's always good to get those notifications because sometimes notifications are finicky. Do you guys find this? I just think that sometimes they decide to tell you, sometimes they don't. That's just the way of the world. So we are going to get crafty today and let's flip this camera around and see what we can get up to tonight. So we are working on we're working on Mega Day, which is going to be on the 7th of November. So Mega Day is an event where we're going to be having lots of really amazing things going on. We're going to have some bundle deals and also some mystery goodie bags. And we've been working on that in the background. And one of the things that we're going to be doing, is we're going to have one of our bundles which will include a product or two products that have not yet been released, and I'm actually going to be using them tonight, so stick around to see what that is all about. For my first card tonight, I'm not sure how many we'll get through, but for at least the start, I'm going to be taking a card that one of the design team members made and kind of using that as a starting off point for my card for tonight. I think it was Francie that made it, so kudos to Francie. And I'm going to be using the wood grain texture background die. This is a really cool background like cover plate thing because it gives this gorgeous textured like stitched wood grain effect in the background. So lots of texture. And I'm going to pair that up with my forest leaves dies. So I've got a piece of white card here and it's not quite A2, but that's okay because I'm going to do a panel at the bottom with some pattern paper. So I only need the top half. So let's start with that. We've got someone watching over on Facebook says, "Hi Lesley, cute card," but sadly it only says Facebook user. It doesn't tell me who it is. You'll need to say your name. So that we can say hello back to you. So pretty. Can you guys see this? Can you see the texture in it? I'm definitely feeling the love for all things autumnal today. As you look out our window, there's just so many beautiful leaves out there. It's so pretty. And Ranger and I went for a WALK earlier, and everything is just really, I'm feeling the autumnal vibe. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 5.5 by 4.25, I think. Let's trim the edge off with my little trimmer. Oh, my bin's missing. we go. And I'm going to go grab a card blank to stick this onto. I'm going to work on A2 for this. We'll put this up to the top here for now. I think I might actually cut this down smaller. Let's first of all cut out some leaves using the forest leaves dies. So we've got Amanda saying those leaves are perfect with that wood grain background. They really are. So good. And Louise McCulloch's here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? How is everybody's Friday going today? I hope you're all having a good one and that you have awesome plans for the weekend. Let me know in the comments what your plans are for the weekend. For us, so last weekend, you may know that Morgan and I were away at a craft show down in Glasgow, which was really exciting. And will I fit two in? Yeah. So that was really cool. And then when I came home, we had some visitors here until Wednesday. So I had a few days off to hang out with our friends that came visiting. That was really good fun. And then I had the whole try and cram 5 days of work into 2 days scenario. Always the way. Put this one. Before we went live, I pulled out my stash of scrap paper here. This is just a job pocket, and every time I use some pattern paper and I have little remnants, I pop them in here. So I pulled out some colors that will hopefully get us going. Who is talking? Oh, it's Carrie. Carrie says, hi Leslie, I came over to YouTube from Facebook. Can you see the comments here better? Yes, yes I can. The software that we use tends to just put Facebook user for the Facebook user. For some reason it can't see who it is. Or if it does see, it doesn't tell me. Louise says, I've not crafted all week and I feel like I've lost my crafty mojo just now. Oh no, that's not fair. Well, I hope that you can find it. Why don't you, now Louise, you probably have all the products that I'm using tonight. Why don't you go and grab them and just make something, take the creative decisions out of it, just do as I do in your own style, and see if by the end of it, because sometimes that's what will happen to me, that I'll start something or if I'm crafting along with someone, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll do that. But it's not very long before I go, oh, on my own little path. I take a little side trip. Now, I'm going to add a bit of color to some of these using my blending brushes. And Morgan was working from home today and she took a selection of inks with her home today. So no doubt the colors I'll want to use today will be the ones that she's taken away home. But I'm sure we will survive. So I'm adding some purples, oranges, yellows, and reds to these. And I might even add a bit of brown. just trying to make them look less flat, a little bit more interest. Now, where would my white piece be? Question. No white piece to be. Oh, there they are. Yells is here. Hi, Yells. How are you doing, girl? Okay. So I have some gorgeous leaves here. So pretty. And that's going to go on my front panel. And what I want to do is have a strip of pattern paper down here at the bottom. Now I want to use this, which is the Tinsel Town pattern paper. So this is a new product. Let's flip the camera so you can have a look. So this is, we have made Tinsel Town pattern paper and also Tinsel Town coordinating enamel dots. And these were designed ages ago, and the intention was that we were going to have a Christmas release. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that happening because I have been struggling health-wise, plus some work on renovations and everything, just craziness. So it looks like we're not going to be able to have an actual Christmas release, but these are made. So we are putting these into a bundle for our Mega Day. So you're not, the only way you're going to be able to get these is buying this bundle on Mega Day, which is the 7th of November. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about these. And this is Tinsel Town, like I said, and it has the same format as the other paper pads that we have, which are the dots and stripes in our basics collection. But in here you've got really beautiful reds, a really like perfect Christmas red, and then a darker, more cherry red, also perfect for Christmas. But there's been so many times in this year that I have crafted and I have gone, I really want to use the Tinsel Town pattern paper, but I can't yet. So I'm really excited about this one. But not only that, the greens, obviously there's greens, red and green is just your quintessential Christmas colors. But the greens, once again, I have been dreaming of this pattern paper coming out, because anytime I want to make a quick card that has grass on it, I want to use green pattern paper. And I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this set. So this, let me turn around again. It also has this beautiful burgundy. It matches our Merlot color in our cardstock. And then there's also like a off-white cream color, which we wanted to add. It's a color that I think is so pretty. You've got your stripes and your dots. You're not really going to be able to see it on camera, I don't think, because it's little fine stripes and little fine dots. It's that real subtle pattern paper effect. You'll see it better in some of these other colors. That's that burgundy color. The burgundy, there's that lime green, and then a darker green. And just a reminder that these match our cardstock colors, with the exception of the cream. The cream is different. We can't actually seem to get a cream color for our cardstock. We would love to, but we can't at the moment. We'll keep looking. But I really loved that cream color and wanted to add it to a pattern paper pad. So it is joining Tinsel Town. So grab them while you can on our Mega Day. And here's a little look at the enamel dots as well. Same thing goes, reds and greens that you're going to turn to time and time again. This burgundy color I think you're going to use is perfect for, I think, masculine cards, but also like wedding cards and things. This burgundy is definitely, Merlot is one of our most requested cardstock colors. If we get an order from a retailer that wants multiple packets of cardstock, it's nearly always this one. is nearly always Merlot or Huckleberry. Those are the ones that seem to fly out the door the most. So I know you guys are going to love it. Amanda is saying, oh, those are pretty. I know, so pretty. Okay, let's cut this down so it will fit on our card. And use our trimmer. How tall do we want it is the question. I want to be able to see the burgundy underneath the leaves. So this should work, hopefully. Yells is saying, I'm fine, Lesley. Lovely colors. Is really, really pretty. So we're going to stick this on like this and have that gorgeous pattern paper peeking through. What I'm actually going to do is put the, put the wood grain on the top. So I'm going to cut that down. Let me mark it with a pen. So I can cut that down. And then that way we can have the leaves peeking out from underneath it. Get this stuck down. So tell me while we're crafting what your plans are for this weekend. Me, I have got lots of plans, and they're all like grown-up plans. Well, no, not all of them, but mostly grown-up plans. So one is we had our joiners come and install shelves in a storage unit for us, which is very exciting. And it's now going to be our linen closet. So my weekend activity, would you believe, that I'm actually ridiculously excited for is going to be going through all of our bed linen and folding it all up, making sure it's like separating them all by size, getting it all folded up, and sorting out which ones we want to keep and which ones we don't want to keep. I know it probably sounds incredibly boring, but I can't tell you how much I'm actually super excited about doing it. Yeah, I'm that kind of person now. Oh no, I don't want you to go there looking the same. I think I need one more leaf to make this work. Yells says my eyes is just glazed over. Yeah. The other thing I need to do, which I guess is a little fun maybe, let me grab another piece of cuts, is for my, because it's in relation to my new craft room, it might appeal to you guys more, it might appeal to you more, yells, is where I have raised up the desk so that I can stand at it. The kickboard at the bottom was too deep for a standard plinth, so we had to cut wood to match. So I need to paint all of them so it matches the rest of my matches the rest of my crafty island. So I'm going to be wrestling with paint for that one. And we also had our staircase we had the joiners come and cut down all the pieces of wood for our staircase, but they all need to be oiled or treated. So I need to do that. And hopefully maybe next week, once it's all oiled and treated, we'll get the spindle installed and we'll be a little bit closer to finishing our renovation work. Yell says, yes, that sounds like more fun. The other thing that I have to work on, which is even more fun, let me show you guys, is you may know that I'm part of a panto this year, and I've sort of accidentally, not really accidentally, volunteered to help out with the costumes. So there is a rat pack. So I have been making rat ears on a hat. That's what I've been doing. And also this weekend, what I need to attempt to do is make big fairy wings to go on a fairy. So that's definitely more exciting than painting and folding linen, isn't it? I think so. So this one's going to be over here. Give it a little color. Amanda says, I really need to go through our linen closet too. Kids are terrible at taking out whole sheet sets. It's always so hard finding a set for guests. It's like a fabric version of the Tupperware cabinet. I absolutely agree. And then we have, I don't know about you guys, but so we have now a single bed in our house that Piper used to use. And we have a king size bed, and then we now have a super king bed. So the king size and the super king look very similar when they're all in a cupboard. So definitely it's harder. I need to physically pull everything out and then put them back in again. I think that's what we're going to have to do. And also, I'm sure I'm not the only person that does this, but we have bed linen in there that is like twice the age of my kid. So I don't think I've ever thrown out a some bed linen before. And I also think that I could probably do with throwing out some bed linen. Although now that I'm part of the costume team, they'll not be thrown out. It will not be thrown out at all. It will be recycled and reused, most definitely. Okay. So here I'm going to add the word hugs, which is from the Slimline Quartet dies. But for this, I'm going to use our Merlot cardstock because I want you to see how beautiful it works together. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Oh, I got a new watch. Let me go and press my buttons on my camera so it doesn't time out. The other thing I plan to do this weekend, which is somewhat fun but also somewhat terrifying, is I'm going to bring my camera upstairs to the new craft room and have a look at whether we can basically where my camera is going to sit, if my camera lens is going to work, all sorts of fun things like that. I'm hoping I don't have to buy another camera lens, but who knows? Who knows? I'm definitely at the point where I'm just desperate to get into the craft room now. Absolutely desperate. Another weekend job. I have a lot of weekend tasks on my to-do list this weekend. Another task that I'm hoping to get around to doing is ordering my lights to go above my crafting island. It's exciting. Okay. So pretty. I love this. Now let's get some Bluebird. Candy is saying, I love it. And Carrie is saying, how cute. And Yalziel says, where did you buy all this time, Lesley? I need to visit that shop. Yeah. I probably won't get the time to do all these things, but I'll just live on hopes and dreams. Next Friday, I'll be telling you the same. Well, I never got to do this last week, so I'll have to do that now. Ta-da! Hugged. So pretty. And what I wanted to do was add my enamel blocks onto here. How cute is that? You could even put like autumnal hugs or fall hugs or anything like that if you wanted to. I'll just trim off this little bad boy. It's simple, effective. I think it's really pretty and I love the colors. What do you guys think of the Merlot pattern paper there from our Tinsel Town? So cute. I love it. All right, so here's the next. Oops. There we go. We're gonna come back to normal. There we go. So I want to now use the same pattern paper for a different style. So here's where you guys have a choice. I have pulled out two options. One has maybe cats on it, and the other one has watermelon on it. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Are we going for cats or are we going for watermelon? Cats or watermelon? It's a tough choice. Let me know what you think while I take a few minutes to tidy up here. Ooh, I've got a vote for one each at the moment. I've got one cat, one watermelon. Ooh, cats. Okay. Let's see. I've actually got a dog here too. Cats with a watermelon is saying Carrie. Carrie's trying to challenge me. All right, let's pop these aside and pull out some stamps here. So one of the things that we're working on at the moment, I'll let you guys know, is that we are looking at some of our sets and we're looking at putting them in a retiring section. That's probably not going to happen till the new year. However, we have a couple of stamp sets which we're not going to be buying any more of. So whatever's left in the store is all there is. So if you haven't got them, now is your chance to snap them up before they get all sold out because they're not coming back. And one of them is Perfect Day. So I thought it'd be fun to make a card using Perfect Day. So first things first, let's get a card blank. like so. And I'm going to take a 5.5 by 4.25 panel, and I'm going to use this die, which is the scalloped imperial frame, and I'm going to cut that into the background, but I'm actually going to stick it all back on again. So let me go grab a piece of card to fit this. This is a piece of paint on cardstock, and it's not long enough to go all the way down to the bottom of my card, but I don't care about that because I'm going to be adding some grass to the bottom here, which will cover it. But I want this to be die cut from this panel, and I'm actually going to inlay it so it's not raised up, but it will draw the attention of the viewer into that area. Okay, so try not to get these all mixed up. And we'll go this way around. Let's stick this on to my card front. Like this. Amanda is saying, Pear Blossom, we planted watermelon in the garden this year. They had orange flesh. We joked about that they were pumpkin spice watermelon. That is so funny. I love that. Craig and Piper planted pumpkins in the garden last year, but they were in pots that were far too small, so they ended up having this little pot like this, and then like a stalk that came, and then it was like running along trying to get some. It was like, please give me sustenance, please. And in the end it started to grow a little pumpkin about the size of a golf ball, but I think it died long before it ever got into any sort of anything like a pumpkin. Oops, I think it may be wrong way around. Yeah. Line that back in like that. And Amanda is telling everyone that the challenge winner card last month actually used this set. So more inspiration on how you can use this set. All right. So now I have an inlaid panel. Like so. It doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, but we're not worrying about that because we're going to be covering that up with some pattern paper. So this is exactly what I was talking about. What I like to do is use some pattern paper to create some grass at the bottom. So some grass down here would be perfect. It would be perfect. I'm going to use the Slimline Scenery dies to die cut a panel. And I'm just going to make sure that it is tall enough of the card that it is covering the bottom of my frame, because I think that'll make it look good. And this is actually a really fun reminder of the fact that although these dies are longer, the slimline scenery dies, you can absolutely use them for A2 cards or smaller cards, you know. So let's see what this is going to look like. We're going to have some cats playing in the background, but we're going to first add a little bit of color to my sky. So let's see if I can find some ink with a mermaid lagoon. First and foremost. And because we've done that inlaid technique, the ink is going to catch on all those little indentations, and it'll actually make it stand out much more than if it was just white on white. I actually really like the white on white. It makes it more subtle. But I don't mind when it pops out either. Crystal Creations is here. Hi, Crystal. So this is, what is this? Mermaid Lagoon? Mermaid Lagoon. Can't get my words out tonight. And let's mix that with a lighter blue. Good old tumbled glass. Will never let me down. Makes it really pretty. I'm not worrying about this bottom section of my card because that's going to be all covered up. I just want to have a little bit of the blue coming through. In fact, I think I'll blend it a little bit more. Pretty. All right, let's clean up this work area. And like I say, this is going to go on like this. And we now have a focal area on the card. Now, I think you guys know me. I want to give this a little bit of splatter. I'm going to splatter it with some white opaque ink. If I can find what I did with my water. And then I can pop that to the side while I stamp and color some kitty cats. But first, clean your paintbrush. Okay, so this is going to go on here like this. Now, we're going to make a little scene with our kitty cat. So let's grab a Misty and some alcohol marker friendly cardstock. Hi Roberta, how you doing? How are you guys doing? How's Bob? All right, so I've pulled out Yappy Happy Mail because it has a box on it. And we all know that kitty cats love boxes. I'm also going to use some of these little envelopes. So cute. Roberta says we are finally home from our vacation. Where were you on vacay, Roberta? And did you have a nice time? I'm sure you did. I'm hoping you did. So let's add a couple of kitty cats on here. To help create our scene. Oh, that's right, you're visiting your daughter in Texas. Oh, it's so lovely to see family, I bet. Now, home and laundry. That's also on this weekend's to-do list. Because we had friends last week. It was the furthest thing from our mind, I'm afraid. So, Piper is on holiday from school this week, so I just realized, oh, no idea what we're like for school uniform. We'll have to figure that one out over the weekend as well. So let's color in some kitties, some letters, and a box. So it's going to be a cardboard box. I think I'll actually make it a bit more brown. There we go. And we'll also have a brown kitty. Or at least a kitty that is, what is it called? Like tortoise shell. So it's got little patches on it. Very cute kitty. and maybe a grey cat. Little smoky grey cat. My sister has just got a smoky grey kitten. Apparently, she claims that she has always, her whole life, wanted a smoky grey cat to call Smoky. And personally, I think it's just an excuse that somebody had a grey cat and was like, we don't know what to do with this. And my sister made up a memory. I honestly think she was like, oh yeah, hold on, yeah, I always wanted one of them. I remember now. I always really wanted one of them cats. So that's what I think. We'll have a smoky cat over here. Speaking of cats, my dog has just come in and looked at me like, why are you speaking of cats? We haven't yet watched Hocus Pocus 2. Need to put that on this weekend's agenda as well. Too much to do. Too much to do this weekend. Okay, one smoky kitty cat. The dog is now behind me, trying to tempt me to play. Color in some cute little noses. Got to meet our new grand dog. I thought it said groundhog on my moment. Get my glasses on. He is black and white husky. Oh, what's his name? I want to know what his name is. So cute. Super cute. Well, I think I have no choice but to make one of these cats ginger. What do you guys think? Ginger cats always seem to be full of mischief. So, has to be done. So for those of you who have just joined, I was saying that we are down to our last few perfect day stamp sets. So grab it while you can. I need to definitely put some stripes on this little ginger boy. Just add some stripes with E13. Ooh, actually, it's not very dark. Hopefully it'll work out. Okay. 2 seconds while I do something. Need to block someone there. There we go. Maverick. It's a really cute name. I like that. Apologies for the interruption there. Okay, where is my kitty cats? Perfect day. Here they are. Let's get these through the die cutting machine. One done. And I think I told you guys that because we're going to be moving upstairs to the new craft room soon, Morgan and I recorded a video of the current craft room setup, and I think she's going to be editing that next week or so, that we can share with you what the current craft room setup is here, with the view, of course, to have an updated version when we get upstairs to the new crafty space. So I'm excited for that too. Roberta says he gets along with the two cats. The male one puts him in his place and the baby girl one squeaks to get him in trouble. That's adorable. That's very sweet. Okay, are we dry? Not quite. But we'll maybe just tap off the excess with a cloth or a tissue. This will be the trick. There we go. Okay, let's see how this is all going to come together. I have my grass down here at the bottom. Now it's 6 inches long here, so it is longer than what I've got going on, but that's absolutely fine. I will overhang it and then trim off the side. With my scissors. If I really wanted to, I could of course trim this down using a stitched rectangle, or just use my trimmer, of course. Okay, so take a look at how easy this is to use some of the green pattern paper. That's from the new Tinsel Town pattern paper pad that you can only get on Mega Day, as we have a bundle which includes the Tinsel Town pattern paper. It includes the Tinsel Town enamel dots, but it also has some other exclusive sparkle mixes. So that's the only way you're gonna be able to get them, at least until next year anyway. Okay, so I have got a Amazon box. I'm gonna assume it's Amazon. Could be a Hefty Doodle box, of course. Who knows? Who knows? Amanda is saying, I can't wait for Mega Day. It's going to be awesome. We can't wait as well. All right. So we've got a box here. I think we're going to have a kitty sitting on the box maybe, because that's what they do. Kitty down here. Lots of little kitties. And I have little envelopes as well. Yellowtails is asking, what is Mega Day? So Mega Day is an event that we have organized that's coming up on the 7th of November. And we will have a live stream. In fact, the live stream is already scheduled on YouTube. So if you go along to schedule lives and find the Mega Day one, and make sure you ring the bell to say that you're going to be attending and get notifications whenever it's coming, because we'll have a live show and we will be doing, it's going to be a little bit like Create and Craft or like a TV show, where we're going to have special discounted bundles of product put together, and they're going to be perfect for Christmas presents for friends and family, and also for yourself, you know, and as well as bundles where you know exactly what's in them. We're also doing mystery goodie bags, mystery crafty bags. So we have different price points, and you can grab yourself a bargain at a really heavily discounted price. And we have tried as much as possible to make sure that there's no overlap between this year's and last year's. There is an overlap in the fact that we've got a bundle with the die cut machine this year, and we had a bundle last year with the die cut machine. But if you bought a mystery bag last year and you want to buy any mystery bag this year, you will not get a duplication. So you don't have to worry about that, which is great. All right. So we've got little envelopes floating around. And I wanted to put the sentiment on here, except I have lost my stamp. We've got sending, and then we have a card full of hugs. So I think we'll do that. We'll do a card full of hugs. Which is a really sweet sentiment for anyone. If you have any other questions about Mega Day, please feel free to ask. There will be more information coming next week in form of, I think, blog post and newsletter. But eventually you won't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you're there for the live stream, and we will keep the promotions running, because you know how hard it is to try and get a time that suits everybody in the world. It's really impossible. So we can't, well, we're not going to have it only available during the show. We'll have it available for after the show as well, so that if you are working, etc., you can catch up on replay. But during the show, we'll also have a giveaway or two. And we love interacting with all of you guys, so we want to see you there. Come if you can, and tell your friends. Please tell your friends. Oh, that's the one. Oh, we were talking about Hocus Pocus 2. Let's see. Oh no, I've lost all the comments. Oh, you silly thing. When I try to scroll, it refreshes the feed and then gets rid of all of them. Somebody said that you did. Oh, I can check over here. Hold on. Hold fire. Oh, Crystal says I don't enjoy watching Halloween movies. They give me the heebie-jeebies, but I like making Halloween cards. Ah, nice. The Hocus Pocus is well, I don't know about Hocus Pocus 2, but Hocus Pocus is not very heebie-jeebie-ish, for want of a better word. I feel like this guy needs to be standing on something. What can we put him on? Shall we get him? Can we do another box for him? Or what do you guys think? He could be on a post box. Maybe we'll get him a post box. He's a naughty little kitty sitting in a post box. Or a mailbox, I think. Our American friends say mailbox. Sandra is saying, what is Mega Day? So Mega Day is a special event that we're having. And it is on the 7th of November, because I know someone else asked when is it. If you go on to the Heffy Doodle channel, now after the live stream tonight, if you go on to the Heffy Doodle channel and look at upcoming live streams, then look out for the one that says Mega Day and hit that bell. Make sure that you are getting signed up for notifications. And that way you will be notified when we go live on the 7th. But we'll also have newsletters and things going out to give you some more information. But essentially the format is there is a live show. We will be having some special bundles where you can grab a bundle of items. They're bundled together so that you can save money on them. And also we will have crafty mystery grab bags as well. You're gonna wanna check it out. Okay, we're gonna go red for this mailbox. I don't know if red mailboxes is even a thing anywhere. But we all know when it comes to card making, we reserve the right for creative expression. We don't let a little thing like reality get in the way, do we? I'm blending it out with an R32, which is actually more of a pink. I think that's a funny thing about colouring red with Copic markers, is I think I actually need to blend it out with a pink. Bronwyn is saying, yay, Bronwyn, these are Australian kitty cats. Thank you for coming to the rescue there. So Bronwyn is saying in Australia, our mailboxes are red. Yay! Good job, everybody. Good job, Australia. Okay, hopefully blending out nicely. And we will die cut this. Also means now that we've added some red, that my red enamel dots from Tinsel Town will work perfectly on here. What a happy accident. Now you may have noticed I've not actually coloured in my letters yet because I wanted to wait until I knew what other colour schemes were coming. So maybe we'll go for a red one. Who knows? So we do need to make sure that this guy does not cover the card full of hugs situation. So let's stick him on. And first and foremost, I'm going to stick his little paws to the top here so I can move him around as one entity. Oh, it doesn't want to do it. See if I can zoom you in. That's one of the things that Craig is wanting to do. When we move upstairs, he's like, what we would like, what he thinks you want, maybe you guys can clarify, is when we're crafting like this, that you have a more up close view. Is that something that you would like better? The opportunity to see something like this close, obviously in focus. When I'm working, something this close, is that appealing? Let me know what you think. Now, in the Yappy Happy mail, there is also a scripty word that says sending, which has a little die. So let's add that in here. And I'm going to stamp this using a red ink. I'm going to use, what is it called? A pigment ink. And it's an old ink pad. So I'm guessing we're going to need to do it a few times. This is where your Misty becomes invaluable because it is stamping perfectly in the same spot. Every single time. Let's die cut this word sending. And hopefully it'll fit on there. It might be too far up, especially with that G looping down. If so, we don't have to use it. I think that's cute. Sending a card full of hugs. Let's stick that down. Now, where has my box gone? So this little kitty actually has a internal cut line, which is really cute. So maybe we'll put a card in his paws. Like so. And I think we will stamp another couple of envelopes to finish up this card. So let's grab an acrylic block. And stamp a couple of these guys. Yells says, I think your setup is good as it is. Thank you, Yells. But any improvements appreciated. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good to know. My new craft desk is going to have much more space. So hopefully less mess, but that's probably a big drain, to be honest. I think the mess is not really in direct correlation to the size of the desk. It's probably more about the messiness of the person using the desk. And that's not changing, I'm afraid. Still messy me. Messy old me. Okay. Let's color in some of these guys. Roberta is saying adorable. And Yells saying, I love different fonts in the card. It adds to the interest. And Crystal says, me too. I agree. I think it adds some interest to the card. Add some other colors. Some of these envelopes. Maybe a little blue. And some of them I'm just adding a little hint of color, so it looks like a white envelope, but it has a little hint of color. Let me go for a slightly lighter pink. So they're not all the same. And I'm going to color in this arrow pointing up. Let's do it pink as well. There we go. Okay, let's stick these together. A little bit of glue spillage there, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Not putting any glue behind his paw because, oh, hello. I might still add a little letter in there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and add a letter. I want to have a letter without hiding everything else. Nice. Some more dies, please. Square guy. And it's almost like these cats have gotten into this mailbox and have a right old jolly creating mischief and mayhem, which I think, coincidentally, would be a really good name for cats. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of our friends, Daniel, has a cat called Mayhem. That's those ones done. Such a great combo of stamp sets. The Yappy Happy Mail mixed with the Perfect Day. And if they're not in your stash, grab the Perfect Day before it sells out because we are down to single digits. I think there's maybe 7 sets left. Maybe even less than that. Okay. We are ready to add scattering some of these envelopes around about. What's definitely happened here is that someone has come out to look at the mail and left them in a neat stack above the mailbox. Then a kitty cat has come along and just gone like over to the side. What do you guys think? Do you think that's plausible? I think that's absolutely plausible. Ooh. All right. I think to finish up, we will add some enamel dots from the Tinsel Town collection. And we will be able to use some of that beautiful red and green maybe also a little right down here too. Super cute. Typical cat behavior, says Roman. Yeah, absolutely agree. All right, you guys, we have got two cute cards. One very much a little scene full of critters, and one that's a bit more quick but still pretty, but not got the critters on there. So two different styles, the same pattern paper pad used, the same enamel dots used. So giving you a little bit of a sneak peek at Tinsel Town. That will be in our Mega Day, one of our Mega Day bundles. So I hope that you guys will join us for all of our Mega Day fun. That's it from me for tonight, and I will see you guys on next Friday's Come Craft With Me live stream. But Morgan and I was going to say Megan. Morgan and I will be back here on YouTube on Monday at 4:30 to get creative and card Mickey with you guys then too. Roberta says our grand cat does that too. Typical cat behavior. Before you go, don't forget to go and look up the Mega Day video, the upcoming stream on the Heavy Doodle channel on YouTube, and subscribe or sign up for notifications. Schedule it type of thing. Right, we'll see you soon. Bye.